tucked into the boundary line, tries to centre and kick Gumbleton. Nice move, Montfrees, Gumbleton, Jetta, all had a touch. Tackle laid on Collier, comes up to Nagel, shrugs a tackle, needs to kick it, does get a handball away. Montfrees shoots it back again. Zaharakis, twisting, turning, Prismal, and that'll do. Watson, 20 from goal.
There's terrific pressure from North Melbourne earlier. They actually were forcing the Bombers further and further back.
They've got some problems.
Hasn't missed a shot all year, Jobe Watson. 7 straight. He's kicked 8 straight now, and the Bombers get there first.
Well, at least you know if you're North Melbourne playing, you're not playing that well, you're not going to get dragged, are you?
You've got to say, by looking at it, you wouldn't know it's going to move under your feet.
What you do see in that divot, though, is the amount of sand in the base here.
Stolen. Stanton back inside 50. Big flighty, huge mark. The first game of Hardingham.
That's a fantastic mark.
Well, the groundskeepers aren't going to be particularly happy with him.
Overlooked in 3 drafts. 4th draft lucky. First goal in AFL football for Kyle Bomber Hardingham. Hale. Little flick down was perfect, really. Spate. Rawlings. Bastanak.
Great tackle.
And dragged down. Zaharakis. Turnover. Jetta shoots it up. Big opportunity here for Remus. Takes a couple of steps. Sets it up and nails it. Can kick a long bomb. Goes for Nagel. Smith with him. Got a fist away, but Gumbleton waiting for it to send it back to attacking 50. Winderlick almost. Remus slung 360. Prismal from 45. And there could be a free. It might be a free. It is.
Montfrees.
It's going to Angus Montfrees in the goal square.
Did it go through the goal? It mustn't have gone through the goals
No,
anyway.
behind.
That makes it a very costly free kick, doesn't it?
Well, it does, and both players are really out of the contest.
Yeah, Michael Freda thought he was being shepherded out of it.
They trailed by 7 points early, the Bombers. They now lead by 16. Gives to Harding. And Hurley superb there. And takes off the counter-attack. Nagel's calling for it. He's got it.
Well, that is a brilliant passage of play.
Yeah.
Take your hat off to Michael Hurley.
It was a horror night for him and the team personally. You can see his mind ticking over how much this means to him and the team's confidence. Struck it, okay, slips it in. They lead by 16.
You see this piece of play by Michael Hurley when
They now need to get back and realise that they're playing for 8th spot.
Second term underway. Howlett thought he had a clearance there, but he dropped it. And he finally did get it out. Remus, Zaharakis, Davey. Rawlings gets there. He shrugs him. A couple of steps to steady hand. That's a big, big start for the second for the Bombers.
yeah, great movement out of the middle for the Bombers. Unusual.
Edwards and Hurley, and the leap from Hocking. Ball hits the deck, bounced unkindly. Edwards lost sight of who he was giving it to. Like a splendid tackle, though. Hocking ducks into that attempted tackle. Davey, Hurley, Howlett, Watson, within range perhaps.
They look to give it off, Dwayne.
He does centre and kick, and perfect kick to Remus.
I'm not quite sure what Todd Goldstein was doing then. He looked like he was going to chop it off. He ran straight underneath it and then slipped over.
Thompson on the mark, directly out, 40 from goal, and he kicks his second. They lead by 13.
And it's a goal that Essendon needed. North Melbourne had started to get on top. They've kicked the last 2 goals.
Dempsey the crumb, Watson working at both ends, Fletcher who's been good again. And now Prismal can get and go. Winderlick runs with him. Rewarded for the run.
Terrific run by Winderlick.
Out wide, Howlett. Thought about a pass option. Nagel, he could have the shot. Centre and kick again. Remus again. Collier caught him out.
I don't know if he meant that kick, Jay. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But if he did, it's an absolutely sensational kick. Speed of the transition, though, Jason, meant that they weren't able to get back on their men as quickly as they should.
Still on the bench tonight, Travis Collier, after being best for the Bombers last week, squeezes it in.
They just don't have any at the moment to stop-start games with Swallow going through the middle. But Essendon to win the ball in the contest and prevent North Melbourne's run at present.
Dempsey, shortish hand. The third grab Gumbleton, but the third grab's taken him outside range, and he knows it. Puts it up. Off the hands. Watson had some space. It all opened up for him. He parted the seas. They lead by 25. Once again, punched away from him. McVeigh got a hand in. Ryder, Monfries. It opens up again. Davey about to be caught. Almost tripped. Got it back again. Dempsey throws it up high. Under it and almost it is able to take the mark. Hardingham got back and took a brilliant grab.
Well, Scott Thompson had the opportunity to really take out.
As a mature age recruit, even though he had to wait 4 drafts to get drafted, and he kicks his second.
Look, it's an impressive start from the young fella. You can tell he's got a leap. He goes for his marks. This one a better use of his body than rather a leap.
The warm-up just before the bounce of the ball. David Hale, the late inclusion. All 3 emergencies in at the last minute for North Melbourne. Free kick, stretching over the top, Monfries' ball. And he gives it off to Jetta, who has some space. Sidestep, one way. Turn Cunnington inside out. Centering kick, top of the square. Almost, not quite. McIntosh knocked away. Gumbleton outside of the boot. If it bounces, it's there. That is brilliant.
I just think they had more numbers around the footy, the Bombers.
Can they get a goal from it? Short. Hanson inside 50. Hurley attacked it. And now the Bombers on the counter-attack. Paddy Ryder can go. Winderlich. It all opens up for the Bombers now. Gumbleton. Big leap, and he left it for Hardingham in the end. Might have been called out.
Well, even Brent Harvey can't hit a target going inside 50, but
it's been a 2-goal debut so far. From 48, straight off the boot. Absolute gold.
3 goals in your first game, 3 goals to Hardingham in his first game. He loves celebrating them, but he's showing a bit.
Watson from 50.
I'll tell you what, if Essendon do win the game, they're going to thank this bloke here. He's got the ball in his hands.
And almost picks out the pass. Reavers off hands. Stretches it to 15.
lead the clearances 4-1 in this term.
Winderlich, he might be the man to take up the slack. Hits the umpire with the kick. Gets it back again and takes them on still. Shorts it inside 50. Nagel!
Oh, he played on.
Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Why isn't that play on? Yeah,
the umpire
should have called play.
The umpire didn't call play on, but you better kick it now.
Make the most of it. A good break for the Bombers.
Huge moment for his career. Straight over the goal umpire's hat. It's a 3-point lead.
Huge goal for the Bombers. They needed that one. I'm not sure if the umpire thought that.
And also, I'm trying to think who the other player was there at the stoppage. They just don't have that pace to run away from the stoppages.
Watson, Howlett, Remus, Hooley. Hardingham leads wide. Short pass, Gumbleton.
Good kick.
That was a splendid kick. And this to put the Bombers back in front.
North continue to fight back, got their nose in front. Now the Bombers to hit the lead once again.
Crowd rise as he rises to the moment. He's got 2. Bombers have the lead. Adams wobbles the kick to half forward. Hurley beaten for it by the bounce.
Oh, well played,
Dempsey, superb. Watson has been all night. Winderlich.
Numbers in the corridor if he can switch it.
Stanton waiting for it. He's got Hocking out wide. Sees him, hits him. He can go. He has got Remus, and he could have passed it. He handballed it, which means Remus has to go from 48. Square. That's a mark. He's grabbed it. Hardingham on the line.
Is he enjoying his first game?
Yeah, why not? What a mark. And Kyle Remus thought he had a goal with the way that ball thing, but that is a great leap. Bit of an exciting machine we've got on our hands, Jason.
For number 4 in his debut. A 10-point lead. And he's the one that could get them home.
Well, that begs the question. You kicked 5 in your debut game. Could you win a medal, Hurdy?
He was. Advantage has been paid. McVeigh. Wide ball, Gumbleton.
Good running. Well, they got a loose player, Nagel at centre forward.
He needs to get it though. Goes. Hardingham's inside 50. It's wider than him. Monfries is there. Gets it in space. Hardingham with a shepherd. Over the top, Davey. Can he turn inside? He does. Rawlings let him through. They lead by 11.
Well, I can tell you what was going through Brady Rawlings' head. He's going to try and run round me onto his left foot.
Yep. 5 points the margin. North Melbourne a goal from the lead, and Swallow got it again, but he couldn't get it up to a teammate. Prismal, sidestep, Watson on one leg, hobbles his way to the ball. He can't kick it, he can't prop. He gave it to McVeigh, wide to the pocket. Gumbleton, 2 grabs. He gives it off. Monfries opens the angle and instant reply. Back to 11 points.
You know what, they're in inquisition as to who was on Gumbleton there, Jason. It was a centre bounce and inside 50. Gumbleton was in 30 metres of space.
So if North Melbourne do win the clearance, they can't just kick it blindly.
Comes down to this. Hale to Harvey. Can they mark it? Attacking it hard. McVeigh caught. Had some time. Fletcher gets the kick away. Watson. That should do it.
That's fitting. It's fitting that Jobe Watson gets it. I've got a feeling he might be the man that gets the medal at the end of the day.
He goes back.
Well, you got a man up. No good. The crowd booing.
Early. Back to Fletcher.
They've done enough.
They've been pummeled from pillar to post, the Bombers. They've lost 6 games in a row. This will be an enormous win for Matthew Knights and his men.